Hey y'all, and welcome to the Southland Piper. I'm your host Tim. Hope you're doing well today. I have this 1969 Dunhill that needs a little work, so let's turn around to the workbench and get started. Well, let's take a closer look. The stem has a fair amount of oxidation on it, so that'll have to soak in the deoxidizer. The nomenclature is pretty good on it. 120 FT Dunhill Shell Briar, and made in England in that 9 at the end of England for 69. It's a group 4. And it's a shell finish. The one thing I had going on this pipe, I did a little short video on it asking opinions, but let me zoom in a little bit more. But you can see right there on the rim, they knocked it, in an ashtray or whatever and did some damage there. So what I intend to do is just clean the pipe really well, the stummel really well, and just refinish it and not do really anything to that little damaged area. Let it go at that. Keep the pipe as close to original as possible. The stem fits real well. Now this is a filtered Dunhill, which you don't see too often. Now the filters, modern day filters, will not fit in this pipe. They used a real short 6mm filter. Let me grab one. And it's real tight, but it does fit. But it's way too long, as you can see, way too long. So these have to be modified to take modern filters. The filter is no longer made. So let's get started. All right, we'll place the stem in the deoxidizer and get that all cleaned up. Get it looking like new, hopefully. The cake isn't very thick on this pipe. Not thick at all. No issues down in there. Let's see. Looks good. Passes light just fine. So that's good. I'm going to use my before and after briar cleaner. Just give a good coating all over. All right, we'll let that soak for 20 minutes. All right, we'll take some water and scrub it down. Well, when I asked what I should do about this pipe, and you can see the damage a little bit better now, it was to just clean it and leave it the way it is, and I'll just restain it and buff it and see what we end up with. But still should be a nice pipe. Medium brown. It's going to be a little dark, I believe. I'll rub it down pretty good with some alcohol. Lighten it up a little bit. Just that spot will lighten quite a bit. All right. All right, let's take the stem out of the deoxidizer. All right, let's see how well it cleaned it up. Looks pretty good so far. Yeah, I believe that did the trick. Well, let me finish cleaning this up and then we'll put it on the buffer. Well, before I can buff the stem, we do have a little bit of an issue, a little dent there, but that will sand out. I've got this on top of the button and really can't file that out or anything, so I'm going to have to add in some material. What I'm going to use is G-Flex because it's a ebonite stem. Now, if it was an acrylic stem, I would just use some CA glue or super glue. But being a vulcanite stem, I'll use G-Flex. Small as I can get it. Now, G-Flex on its own is not a desirable color, so I've got some epoxy pigment in black that we will add. All right, we've got it in place, so let's just lay a little of this epoxy. That should do it, easy as that. Now we'll just let it dry. The G-Flex is now dry, so we'll start working it with some files and then move on to sanding. All right, let's do some sanding. I gotta get that little spot right there. There we go. All right, buffer. And here's the finished pipe. I think it turned out really well. The stem looks good. I had this knocked down area, beat down area, and staining it up and getting it matched, it looks a lot better. Of course, it's still there, but it looks a lot better. But all in all, I think the pipe turned out really well. It'll make somebody a nice pipe. Well, thank you for sharing your time with me today, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.